Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a guitar shootout between two Brendan Small signature Epiphone Explorers. First we have the Epiphone Thunderhorse. Now this was his first signature model with Epiphone, and this particular model is a 2013 model. Second, we have the Epiphone GhostHorse. Now this is his latest offering with Epiphone and his most current signature model with them. And this is a 2022 model. First glance, these guitars just look like two Explorers, but there is some slight differences between them. So today, we're going to compare the differences between these two and see which one's better, if they're about the same, or if they both suck. Let's just get into it, guys. Real quick before we get into it, guys, there isn't going to be any tone tests in this video. That's simply due to the fact that this GhostHorse has been heavily modified. The pickups have been changed. There's been a kill switch added to it, so we can't get an accurate sound comparison as it would be if you went and bought this one at the store. Let's just get into it, guys. We'll show you the differences. Okay, guys, first we're going to do a strap test on these to see if there's any neck dive. But one thing I do want to point out, both of these guitars have the upper strap pin up on the horn, and 9 times out of 10 on Explorer, you're going to get neck dive when that strap pin's right here. Also, this is kind of dangerous for your guitar, especially if you haven't got strap locks, because it does have a tendency to want to just peel off there as you're playing or sitting or standing, whatever. So the best position for a strap pin on these Explorers is definitely back here, like on the Gibsons. Up first for the strap test, the Thunderhorse. So as you see, it will dive some, but once you're resting your arm and playing, as you can see, your arm weight kind of puts it right back up. So you should be good on this one. Okay, GhostHorse next. Here's the strap test for the GhostHorse. The GhostHorse does dive slightly, but I believe there's less neck dive on this one than on the Thunderhorse. And again, guys, once you're playing and you rest your arm on it, it tilts it back up to the perfect position anyway, so you should be good on that one. Now for a side-by-side shot comparison. Here's a headstock comparison. Headstock appears to be the same shape, although I think the Thunderhorse headstock may be slightly larger. Different placements on the logo. Obviously one has a locking nut and the other one doesn't. We have an overload on either one, and as you can see, the neck is slightly thicker on the Thunderhorse than on the GhostHorse. Now on my previous GhostHorse, the neck was probably thicker on it than the one on this Thunderhorse. Now for the neck joints. As you can see on the Thunderhorse, we have the traditional style set neck with the square heel, and on the GhostHorse, they've done away with all that. It's just super smooth, that heel is. And they've beveled this slightly, so you can get to that 22nd fret very easily on this guitar, but that 24th fret, you're struggling on this one. And another difference, guys, we have 22 frets on the Thunderhorse, and we have 24 frets on the GhostHorse. Now the cutaway is a little bit deeper on the GhostHorse, so you can get that 22nd fret very easily on this one. But when you're trying to get up this 24th fret, you're struggling because this does get in your way. Now on the Thunderhorse, you can get this 22nd fret pretty easily, but this does kind of hit up against your hand slightly. Both of these do have an ebony fretboard, but the fretboard on the Thunderhorse is very nice. Very nice and dark. And it's super smooth. I believe they polished this fretboard at the factory because it's just smooth as glass. And it just shines in the light. I don't know if I can catch it. And as you can see, it's very shiny. So it's super smooth. Now on the GhostHorse, this is not a darker cut of ebony. And this one hasn't been polished. So there is some texture to it. And there's weirdly a lot of grain in this one that you can feel. Kind of like rosewood. So I'm not sure if this is a different type of ebony than this one, or if they're just using another fretboard material and dyeing it and calling it ebony, because there is a looks difference between these. I mean, you can tell. Look how dark this is, and look how this is picking up the light. I don't know what that is. Get out of here. On this one, it's almost like rosewood. Another difference, we have a special inlay here at the 12th fret on the GhostHorse, and the Thunderhorse, just your standard dot inlays. Now for bridges, we just have your standard setup here on the Thunderhorse. And on the GhostHorse, we have a Floyd Rose trim. Now, obviously, this one's been swapped out. These do come with a chrome Floyd Rose. And this is a top mount Floyd, which means you can dive bomb only. You can set it up to where it floats. I've got this one set up to where it floats a little bit, but you can't pull up on the note as good as you could if it was recessed. So I prefer recessed Floyd Rose top mount. Just I don't really see the point in it myself. I mean, if you're going to be doing dive bombs and all that, I mean, you might as well have it recessed so you can get the full effect of it. But that's just me. Now the toggle switches are on the upper horn, so similar location, pretty standard there. Now for your control layout on the Thunderhorse, we have 2 volume controls and 1 tone control. Now on the GhostHorse, I believe these were 2 volume controls, if I'm not mistaken. And they are push-pull pots, which obviously on mine, this one's been modded, so we got a master volume, and we got a kill switch there. Another thing to add on the Thunderhorse, guys, these are coil tappable. Also, these come with Gibson burst bucker pickups, as do the GhostHorse, which, you know, obviously mine's been modded. Which those pickups sound great. A lot of people like to swap them out. A lot of people like to keep them, so that'll just be up to you if you ever get one of these. Now for the body shape differences, guys. Now as you can see, there's some slight differences in the body style. Now you'll notice, guys, the Thunderhorse has more rounded edges, more like a traditional Explorer. While the GhostHorse, as you can see, it has sharper points. And it also has this extended cutaway here. Now the GhostHorse is a pretty cool take on the traditional Explorer. It does make it look a little bit more aggressive, if you will, with the sharper points. Now here's another up close shot of the headstock, guys. I believe there is some slight differences. I believe on the GhostHorse we do have a more of a curve here than on the Thunderhorse. And there's some differences in the tip of the headstock, guys. As you can see, this curvature is more subdued than this one. And also there's some differences here, guys. This one comes up and curves out just a little bit longer than this one. This one just curves straight up. So there is some differences in the headstock as well as the body. Wasn't too sure about this one until I got them this close, but yeah, I can definitely see it now. Also, both guitars have binding all the way around the top of the body, as well as binding around the neck. No binding on the headstock, and no binding on the back. Now for the fretwork on these guys, I would definitely say the fretwork is better on the Thunderhorse. The fret material just seems more high quality on this one, and it polishes up a lot easier on this one. And also, they seem to have glued the frets in on the Thunderhorse at the factory, whereas the GhostHorse, I don't think they've glued them in. They just stamped them in and just sent her on down the assembly line. So as far as frets, guys, the Thunderhorse definitely gets the win on the fret job. Okay, guys, what do you think about all the differences between these two Brendan Small Explorers? Personally, I think these are both good guitars, guys. They could be some small improvements. Now for me, I'm going to go with the Thunderhorse. It just feels a little bit nicer. Just feels a little bit more quality. It feels like it's built just a little bit better than the GhostHorse. This particular GhostHorse does actually feel pretty nice. Now, if you're familiar with my other video on the Epiphone GhostHorse, on a previous one I had, you'll know I wasn't a very big fan of that guitar. Now, this one has given me a little bit of hope for this model, and hopefully in the future, they will continue to do some tweaks to it, because this guitar just looks awesome, and it deserves to play awesome. Now, in this particular one, the neck is thinner than the one on my previous one, so that's a huge plus. This neck is nice on this one. The fretwork on this one is much better than the other one, although I still am getting some buzz on this, and this is not particularly low action. This is a little bit on the high side for me. This one's a pretty fair guitar. If they could get that fret issue lined out on this, but keep this neck profile that's on this one, this guitar would definitely be a beast, and I'd definitely be getting another one for the collection. Because these guitars look killer. They should definitely put a little bit more care and attention to detail on these. When it comes to Epiphone, guys, the weakest link in the chain is always the frets and the fretwork. I'm sorry to say, that's been my experience with Epiphone, guys. It doesn't matter how high end you get on Epiphone or how low end you get. Seems like most of the time there's always some kind of issue with the frets. But 9 times out of 10, usually your best bet, if you're going to go with the Epiphone, is to find a made in Korea Epiphone, because the fretwork on those is really good. Both of these guitars are made in China, but the Thunderhorse does feel like it was made in Korea, so this is a real nice quality guitar. When you pick this up, I mean, you can just tell it's quality. So for my personal pick, I think the Thunderhorse won this one out, guys. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you have either one of these guitars? Do you have both of them? If you're looking to purchase one, which one you think you're going to purchase? Let us know in the comments below so we can get a conversation going down there. And that'll also help others out who may be looking to purchase one of these in the future. Alright guys, till next time, I appreciate you for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that good YouTube stuff. And I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. God bless.